likes of Train to Pakistan and Bhag Milkha Bhag. She is a national awardee. Harjeet Shiva is an MA in Punjabi literature from Punjab University and a PhD on the folk art of Punjab. He has several publications and TV productions to his credit. Dr. Chandar Tirkha is a veteran journalist, eminent author, poet and critic who suffered the trauma of partition himself and writes of these events with depth and emotion, as did Amrita Pritam. The moderator, Nirupama Dutt, is a poet, journalist and translator. She writes in English and Punjabi. She has recently written the biography of the Punjabi Dalit icon, The Ballad of Band Singh. Like Khushwant Singh, she also knew Amrita Pritam personally. With this final discussion, which will be multilingual, we keep alive the Punjabi spirit of the legendary Khushwant Singh.
It gives me great joy that the Kasauli Khushwant Singh Literature Festival at Kasauli is remembering Amrita in her centenary year. Amrita was born in 1919 on August 31st. So we all over the country there are celebrations of this grand dame of Punjabi literature, and more particularly here because Khushwant and Amrita shared a century. They shared a century with all its turbulence, with its sorrows, with its joys, and making space for the new to join the old. And Amrita's two best works of literature which concern the partition, as Gitanjali said, that partition had greatly affected Khushwant as it did Amrita. And the two great works, one was the poem calling out to Waris Shah to rise from the grave and look at his Punjab, saying that one woman had wept and he wrote 1,000,000 dirges, and now 1,000,000 women were waiting for Waris Shah to say something, was translated first by Khushwant Singh, and that remains the most authentic translation, as also her novel Pinjar, which was again on an abducted woman at the time of partition, and her story. This too was translated by Khushwant Singh and called The Skeleton. Of course, Khushwant Singh, the way he was, he had a light, friendly relationship with Amrita Pritam, and he would tell her that, what is there to your life? She went to him saying that I want to write my autobiography. He says, what is there to your life? It can be written on the back of a revenue stamp. And Amrita Pritam called her autobiography Revenue Stamp. And in Punjabi it is known as Rasiti Ticket. And another thing about Khushwant, which he said about her in a beautiful obituary which appeared in the Outlook magazine, was here was this girl of stunning beauty and not much besides her Waris Shah poem, but she wrote those 14 lines and became immortal. We have with us Divya today, and I would request her to recite the poem for us before we go on to discussing Amrita ji further.
Very good afternoon, everyone, and it's a pleasure to be here again, second consecutive year at the Khushwant Singh Lit Fest. Last year I was here to launch my book celebrating a very special woman in my life. That's my mother. This year I'm here celebrating another special woman, Amrita Pritam. And I'd just like to share a little anecdote because Train to Pakistan for me was my beginning. And I think Khushwant ji was instrumental in my knowing Amrita Pritam because we were recording for Train to Pakistan and I didn't know much about her, just her name and that she was a poetess and a writer. And I just went there very happily to record. And I was given the lines to read. And when I started reading, it was the angst and everything that it had It had such an impact on me. उस दिन के बाद बहुत ज़्यादा अमृता प्रीतम से मुतासिर हुई और उनका काम पढ़ना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And I really would love to start with what I read in Train to Pakistan again, and it seemingly is Khushwantji's very favorite work of Amrita Pritam. So I'll read a few excerpts, not the entire thing. May I? आज आँखां वारिस शानू कि तो कब्रां विचों बोल ते आज किताबे इश्क दा कोई अगला वर्खा खोल. एक रोई सी धी पंजाब दी तू लिख लिख मारे फैन आज लखां तियां रोंदियां तेनों वारिस शानू कहन. उठ दर्द मंदा दिया दर्दिया उठ तक अपना पंजाब आज बेले लाशां विछियां ते लहू दी परी जनाब. किसी ने पंजा पानियां विच दित्ती जहर रला ते उन्हां पानियां तरत नूं दित्ता पानी ला. जिथे वजदी फूक प्यार दी वे ओ वंजली गई गवाच रांझे दे सब वीर अज भुल गए उसदी जाच. धरती ते लहू वसया कबरां पईयां चोण प्रीत दियां शहजादियां अज विच मजारां रोण. अज सब कैदों बन गए हुस्न इश्क दे चोर अज कित्थों लियाईए लब के वारिस शाह एक होर. अज आखा वारिस शाह नूं कि तो कबरां विच ओ बोल ते अज किताबे इश्क दा कोई अगला वर्का फोल.
There is a reason to Amrita Pritam calling out to Waris Shah, because he was a common folk symbol across religions. A Punjabi Muslim loved Waris Shah because he had written the first of the love legions of Punjab with such passion. The Hindus loved Waris Shah, Punjabi Hindus, the Punjabi Christians, so it just went across Punjab. But you know, Amrita Pritam, why is this poem so important? Consequently, other poems were written on the partition, but this poem still reigns supreme. The reason is that it was the first dirge to the partition, and the poem was written in a train. Amrita had come a refugee from Lahore, and they were staying in Dehradun, and she was traveling with her 2 babies to Delhi in a night train looking for work. And the past and the present was all passing through her mind, and she looked out in the dark at the trees which seemed sentinels of sorrow, and that is where she started composing this poem. And now I would like to ask Harjeet Singh is a filmmaker, a television person, a writer, a researcher, and he shared a very close relationship with Amrita ji. Together they made many programs on television, and he also made a very fine film on Imrose after Amrita was gone. And I would request him to speak in Punjabi. Let it be a multilingual session. Harjeet ji, what was your personal relationship with Amrita ji, and what do you feel is her contribution to Punjabi literature?
कॉलेज ਦੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ਾਰਟ ਸਟੋਰੀਜ਼ ਲਿਖਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਨਾਗਮਣੀ ਲਈ ਭੇਜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਾਣੀਆਂ ਨਾਗਮਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਛਪੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਟੈਲੀਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਐਜ਼ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸਰ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਅਮਰਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਜੁਆਇਨਡ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਟੈਲੀਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸਰ. ਦੈਨ ਸ਼ੀ ਸੈਡ ਲੈਟਸ ਡੂ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਸ. ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਆਈ ਵਾਸ ਥ੍ਰਿਲਡ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਨਿਊ ਕਮਰ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਅਮਰਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨ ਕੀਤਾ. ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦਾ ਟਾਈਟਲ ਸੀ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਸੁਰਾਹੀ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਜ਼ਰੀਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੰਨੇ ਅੱਛੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਦੇ ਰਾਈਟਰਸ, ਪੋਇਟਸ, ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਟੈਲੀਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਆਂਦੇ. ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਆਇਆ ਕਿ फैज़ अहमद फैज़ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਕੁਝ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, ਲੈਟਸ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਐਨ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਵਿਦ ਹਿਮ। ਤੋ ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਦਾ ਦਿਨ ਸੀ, ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰ ਕੋਲ ਗਿਆ, ਰੈਕੁਜ਼ੀਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤੀ, ਤੇ ਸੰਡੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਤਿਆਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਆਉਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ, ਬਟ ਸਮਹਾਉ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੇਜ, ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਰਿਕਾਰਡਡ 1 hour interview with Faiz Ahmed Faiz in Amrita's house, and Faiz Saab recited Punjabi nazams, and that was a very memorable moments. But sad part was कि उन दिनों में there was a lot of shortage of videotapes, so producers were asked to re-record the programs, erase the earlier programs, and in Jalandhar somebody got issued that tape and recorded a cricket match on that. But I still miss all those moments, the way Faiz Saab recited his poems. I think there should be a digital library like other books libraries where we can store such rare recordings. Now there are many recordings on VHS tapes. There might be grains, pixels, audio quality not good, but those captured moments, they are worth preserving, and there should be a digital library for such programs.
Harjeet, were you there at what we have only heard? There was a party on her terrace with Faiz and Amrita ji reciting. Were you present there then?
No, not in the party.
Not in the party. Chandra ji, aap the? Now we come to Chandra Trikha ji. He's a celebrated poet of Hindi, and he has seen many seasons and recited many times at Poetry Symposia with Amrita ji. You see, Amrita is being called here the queen of Punjabi literature, which she truly was. She was a pioneering writer, and she was what Ismat Chugtai was to Urdu. She was what Ashapurna Devi was to Bengali. And she started a child prodigy who started writing at 10 or 12, and her first book, which made her famous, was published at 16. Chandra ji, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी कि अमृता जी का साहित्य को, पंजाबी साहित्य को क्या योगदान था, और दूसरा बाकी भाषाओं के लेखक उनसे किस तरह जुड़े हुए थे?
आपने बड़ा दिलचस्प सवाल पूछा है, और मैं ज़िंदगी में मुझे कई बार उनसे मिलने का मौका मिला, और उनसे मिलने के अलावा मुझे देश के दूसरे जो साहित्यकार भाषाओं के थे, बंगाली के थे या गुजराती के थे, मराठी के थे, उनसे भी मिलने का मौका मिला। और मैं बड़ा हैरान होता था कि बंगाली में डिक्शन डिफरेंट है लिखने का, लेकिन इसके बावजूद वे लोग पंजाबी साहित्य की जहाँ चर्चा होती थी वहाँ अमृता को वो अधिमान देते थे, बहुत ज्यादा अधिमान देते थे कि अमृता के सरीखा लेखन जो है हमने पर्टिकुलरली, कुछ लोगों ने कोट किया, वहाँ बंगाल में कलकत्ता में एक बार एक सेशन था तो उन्होंने कोट किया कि वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के ऊपर हमने शायद ज्यादा, इससे ज्यादा सशक्त लेखन नहीं देखा। और वहीं पर ही मुझे कलकत्ता में एक शख्स ने कोट किया कि 1986 की एक बात की, 1986 में पर्टिकुलरली एक सीएम्स की एक सम्मेलन था सभी राज्यों के मुख्यमंत्रियों का दिल्ली में ही, और उस वक्त अमृता जी को खास तौर पर एक गैर सरकारी वक्ता के तौर पर वहां बुलाया गया था। तो उस वक्त उनकी अपनी जो स्पीच थी, जो छोटा सा नोट था, उसमें उन्होंने एक बात बड़ी अहम कही थी। तो उनके वक्तव्य में यह बात आती है कि एक समय था जब केरल में जातिवाद की भयावहता को देखकर स्वामी विवेकानंद ने कहा था, केरल भारत का पागलखाना है। और आज मैं अश्रु भीगी आंखों से, गीली आंखों से कहना चाहती हूं कि हम हर प्रांत को भारत का पागलखाना बना रहे हैं। तो एक बहुत एक ऐसी जरूरी चीज है उनकी जिंदगी के जो संस्मरण है, जो हमें जिंदगी को एक बिल्कुल नए नजरिए से देखने की प्रेरणा देते हैं। उसके बाद उदयपुर में मुझे आकाशवाणी की ओर से उनकी एक इंटरव्यू रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए बुलाया गया, और उस इंटरव्यू के दौरान भी उन्होंने पर्टिकुलरली बहुत सारी ऐसी ढेरों बातें बताई जो उनको सीमित नहीं करती उस दायरे तक जिस दायरे तक हमारे लिटरेरी क्रिटिक्स ने उनको सीमित कर दिया। हमारे लिटरेरी क्रिटिक्स ने उनको सिर्फ एक अहमियत दी कि एक आज आखा बादशाहों के बाद उनका कोई भी चीज कोटेबल नहीं है, लेकिन वस्तुस्थिति ये थी कि देश की सभी भाषाओं में उनके अनुवाद हुए, और न सिर्फ देश की बल्कि रशियन में जो ट्रांसलेशन हुए, फ्रेंच में जो ट्रांसलेशन हुए, उनमें भी उनकी बाकी चीजों को ज्यादा उभारा गया बनिस्बत आजा खां वारिसशाह। लेकिन इन चीजों को हमने, हमारे क्रिटिक्स ने, हमारे लिटरेरी क्रिटिसिज्म वाले लोगों ने बिल्कुल बुहार दिया, और उन्हें उनकी जो देन थी, जो कंट्रीब्यूशन थी, उसको बड़ा लिमिटेड कर दिया। ये बड़ी तकलीफदेह बात होती है। और उसके बाद जो तकलीफदेह बात हुई वो मैं कुछ साल पहले मुझे जर्मनी भी जाने का मौका मिला, तो वहाँ साउथ एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी में पर्टिकुलरली मुझसे ये पूछा गया कि क्या आपके मुल्क में ये पॉसिबल नहीं था कि अमृता प्रीतम के जो मूल आवास था दिल्ली वाला, क्या उसको गवर्नमेंट एक्वायर कर लेती, और उनकी फैमिली की जो जरूरियात थी वो गवर्नमेंट अपने फंड से पूरी कर देती। तो वो एक सदा के लिए उन्होंने एक बात और कही थी, पर्टिकुलरली जर्मन में यूनिवर्सिटी में, मुझे याद है कि ऑडियंस में से एक ने कहा था कि हम दो चीजों के लिए आपको माफ नहीं कर सकते। एक चीज की आपने गौतम बुद्धा को उसका वो ड्यू प्लेस नहीं दिया जो वो डिजर्व करते थे, और दूसरा हम इस बात के लिए माफ नहीं करते कि हमारे कंट्री में हमने हर अदीब को, हर लिटरेरी शख्सियत को एक अहम जगह दी है, उनकी जगह को प्रिजर्व कर रखा है, और आपके मुल्क में, आपके पूरे के पूरे सब कॉन्टिनेंट में अमृता जी का ठिकाना ढूंढना हो तो नहीं ढूंढा जा सकता। ये बड़ी तकलीफदेह बात है, और इस बात का मेरे पास कोई जवाब नहीं था कि हमारी गवर्नमेंट उस हाउस को एक्वायर क्यों नहीं कर सकी, और एक्वायर करके कंपेंसेशन प्रॉपर दे के जो उनकी फैमिली प्रॉब्लम थी उनको वो सॉल्व कर सकती थी। लेकिन हम लोग चूक गए, जैसे इनकी जो डॉक्यूमेंट्री थी वो हम लोग चूक गए एक सिस्टम के दरम बरम होने की वजह से। तो ये बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो हमें तकलीफ देती हैं कि हम लोग अपनी ही विरासत को संभाल नहीं पाए। एंड शी वाज सो पर्टिकुलर। मैं एक बात का सिर्फ जिक्र करना चाहूंगा कि जब उदयपुर में मिले तो मैंने कहा कि मेरा पाकिस्तान अक्सर जाना होता रहता है, तो कोई खास बात वहां की चीज आपको याद आती हो, तो उनका एक ही कहना था, एक तो लाहौर रेडियो स्टेशन जरूर होके आना, वहां पूछना मुझे कोई याद करता है या नहीं। एंड आई पर्टिकुलरली वेंट टू लाहौर रेडियो स्टेशन। मुझे बड़ी अच्छी एक तस्कीन मिली, खुशी मिली कि जिस कमरे में ये बैठा करती थी उस कमरे में उस साल तक, आपकी बात तो मैं कह नहीं सकता, लेकिन उस साल तक जो बाकी जो प्रोमिनेंट पर्सनैलिटीज ऑफ लाहौर रेडियो थी उनकी जो फोटोज के साथ साथ एक अमृता प्रीतम की भी प्रोमिनेंट प्लेस पे फोटो लगी हुई थी। तो वो लोग उनको अब तक याद करते हैं। फिर वहीं एक पुराना मुलाजिम मिल गया, तो उसने मुझे एक बात और कही कि क्या वो आप जगह देखना चाहेंगे जहां से साहिर खड़ा होकर उनकी वेट करता था कब वो खिड़की पर आए और देखकर वो चला जाए। तो मुझे वो उस जगह पे ले गया। हालांकि साहिर के वक्त में, अमृता जी के वक्त में वो एक पान शॉप थी, लेकिन अब वहां पर थोड़ा सा एक ग्रोसरी की शॉप भी खुल गई थी। तो उसने कहा था कि ये दुकान थी और सामने अमृता जी का घर था, और घर की जो खिड़की से जब तक खिड़की नहीं खुलती थी तब तक साहिर वहीं पर खड़ा होकर पान की दुकान पर पूरा पूरा पैकेट फूंक जाया करता था, और जब अमृता जी नजर आ जाती तो उसके बाद सिगरेट का वहीं बुझाकर और बड़े आराम से तस्कीन के साथ वापस लौट जाया करता था। तो ये एक अजीब रिलेशनशिप जो उन्होंने दी, जो लम्हे उन्होंने दिए, वो वंडरफुल थे हमारे लिए।
So beautifully put. He has said what is in many hearts. India is a very rich country in poetry, not just Amrita. This happened to Ghalib, this happened to Zauq. It had to happen to Amrita. And so what if her house is not there? I think she will continue to live in the hearts. A house, a museum is not that important, I feel. Another thing which I would like to say, the two loves of her life. Chandratrika mentioned Sahir, and then which remained a platonic relationship, and after that Imroz, with whom she shared her life for 40 long years. These were the two relationships which define Amrita. And one little story I'll tell you. Once I was sitting with Imroz, Amrita ji was busy doing something, and he was telling me that he had designed the poster for Pyasa. Guru Dutt had called him, and he had designed the poster with Guru Dutt Wahida Rahman photograph, and the poem Chakle, Ye Chakle Ye Leelab Ghar Dilkashi Ke, the poem on the brothels of Bombay. And the poster became very famous, and thus, besides whatever he earned from that film, he was given 2 tickets for the premiere. So he went running to Amritaji's house. They had not yet come together, they were just seeing each other, and said, I will take you to the premiere, I've got 2 tickets. So she smiled and she said, but Sahir has already invited me. So I asked him, Rose, did you feel bad? He said no, there was no reason to feel bad. He knew her earlier. So these were people with large hearts, with dreams, and love for them was not possession per se. I would like to ask Divya one thing. You know, Khushwant mentioned her stunning beauty. She was a very beautiful woman, and she recited very well. She was very charming, and she used to say she was very fond of Faiz, and Sahir, of course, was the man of her dreams. She'd often say that Sahir and Faiz, they write so well, likhte inna sona ne, but when they recite, they just completely ruin a poem, you know? Because they had heavy Punjabi accents, and that's how they recited their Urdu. Divya, there have been talks now about a film on Amrita, recording her life. So there are many documentaries in a feature film or a documentary. And when I look at the actors of Mumbai, I feel you are the closest to her in looks. Sharp features, fair, petite also. Have you been ever approached, or would you like to play the role of Amrita?
Rukma, that would be an honor, absolutely, to portray her. I think I've been very fortunate to have done one, Khushwantji's Train to Pakistan, one on partition. Recently did Manto, Thanda Gosht. And if I could have done something on Amrita Pritam, it would be an honor, absolutely. One aspect of her which I really, really love is आपने जो अभी कहा साहिर साहब के बारे में कि वो खिड़की जब तक खुलती नहीं थी वहाँ खड़े रहते थे. In Rasidi Ticket there's something very beautiful where the romance was something else. It was silent, it was unspoken, and yet so deep and soulful, and we don't find it here. And to just enhance it and to portray it on the big celluloid would be something else. So it would have been really nice. I don't know how many, I'm sure you all know about it, but एक किस्सा है उस रसीदी टिकट में एक जहाँ पर उस सिगरेट जब पीते थे साहिर साहब, तो वो सिगरेट आधी छोड़ देते थे और आधी छोड़ के वहीं बुझा देते थे, और अमृता जी वो जो बची हुई सिगरेट थी उसे रख लेती थी, और जब वो जाते थे तो उसे अपने हाथ में लेती थी ये सोचकर कि मैंने उनका हाथ थामा हुआ है. And then she used to light that cigarette and feel the love and the romance, which was so beautiful. So I don't think cinema has ever had something like this, and to portray that now would be something so beautiful. And talking about Imroz ji, I mean, should I do it now or I'll do that? We'll do that later. I think then I'll talk about Imroz ji later. Ji.
No, I want to say something. She mentioned cigarettes, and I'm reminded of her famous cigarette poem. She says, there was a pain. I inhaled it silently like a cigarette. There are a few songs that I have, now I forget the word, few songs which I have, like cigarette ash, I have given them to the world. Cigarette, Imroz, she was a role model. She left every aspiring young Punjabi woman writer smoking, many of them, and also hoping that an Imroz would come into their lives. Harjeet ji, I would like to ask you, you knew Imroz very well, and it was after Amrita's passing away that you decided to make a film called Imroz. How did that happen and how did the film work?
I had a heart problem, so I was in a very depressing mood. So Imroz ji came to Jalandhar, especially to meet me, and he said, "Get up, let's do something." And my wife said, "Why don't you make a film on Imroz?" I looked at him and suddenly I had a desire to start shooting, and this is how the film started. But it took more than 2 years to complete it. So we went to different cities. We went where he first met Amrita. We went to Pinjore Garden. We went to Andretta. So all these places. And you very beautifully translated that poem.
Could we have a clip of the poem? Amritaji's one of her last poems. I was living in Delhi then and I got a phone call. I knew she's not too well. She called me and she showed me this poem that she had written to Imroz. The poem was "Main tenu fir milangi," I'll meet you yet again. And she said, translate it and get it published soon enough. And so it happened. Within a month that poem was published. This poem, I think after Waris Shah, if any of her poems has enjoyed a huge popularity, it is this, "I Will Meet You Yet Again." And we have the pleasure, he's going to show us a clip and Divya again will recite it for us. Yes, I got back. Few songs I've flicked off like ashes of a cigarette. Until we get the clip, I'd like to ask you, Harjeet ji, you were close to Imroz and very close while making this film. And in the phase when Amrita ji fell ill, Imroz started writing poetry. How did this happen and why did he do it? He was not a poet yet.
Amrita and Imroz, kagaz te canvas da rishta si. And Imroz started writing poems after Amrita is gone. ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ poem ਸੀ ਕਿ ਉਸਨੇ ਜਿਸਮ ਛੱਡਿਆ ਹੈ ਸਾਥ ਨਹੀਂ. So that was written after Amrita is gone. So he started writing poems after Amrita ji.
I remember he said that I'm writing this poetry because I feel wherever she is, she'll be able to hear me. That was the love the two had for one another, each other. Are we getting that clip?
But Amrita's accident and a prolonged illness was the next chapter in this story. Imroz's love for Amrita remained as constant as the sun that entered their house in Delhi every day. He lit lamps of great hope and sat beside her while she labored through the pain of drawing even a single breath. One regret Imroz had in his life, and he shared it with Surinder.
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੁਰਿੰਦਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਮਰਤਾ ਬਿਮਾਰ ਪਈ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਈਨਾਈਡ ਲਿਆ ਦਿਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਹਿਰ ਲਿਆ ਦਿਓ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹਾਸੇ 'ਚ ਗੱਲ ਪਾ ਦੇਣੀ ਕਿ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਉਹ ਸਾਈਨਾਈਡ ਪਿਓਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਤਸੱਲੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਔਰਤ ਨਾਲ ਜੀਵਿਆ ਜਿਹਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਆਈ ਹੈਡ ਅ ਮੋਸਟ ਕੰਟੈਂਟਡ ਲਾਈਫ ਜੋ ਔਰਤ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਰੱਜ ਕੇ ਜੀਵਿਆ ਨੰਬਰ 1 ਨੰਬਰ 2 ਜਦੋਂ ਬਿਮਾਰ ਪਈ ਸੀ ਬੇਬਸ ਸੀ ਬੇਹੋਸ਼ ਸੀ ਤੜਫਦੀ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਦਰਦ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਪਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੜਾ ਔਖਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ ਔਰ ਮੇਰੀ ਇਹ ਭਟਕਣਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਇਹ ਤਕਲੀਫ मेरी जी रैसटलैसनैस हैगी ये मौत ने मैनू शांत किया जदों अमरता शांत हो गई। जिहड़ा काम मैं नहीं कर सकता सी वो मौत ने किया।
Amrita wrote the most moving poem to her constant companion, a poem that has become a legend.
Divya will recite the poem in its original.
An honor, absolutely. My very favorite poem, this is. मैं तेनू फिर मिलांगी किथे किस तरह पता नहीं शायद तेरे तखियल दी चिंगारी बन के तेरे कैनवस ते उतरांगी चाखोरे तेरे कैनवस ते उत्ते एक रहस्यमई लकीर बन के खामोश तेनू तकती रवांगी जा खोरे सूरज दी लौ बन के तेरे रंगां विच घुलांगी जा रगा दियां बावां विच बैठ के तेरे कैनवस नू पलांगी पता नहीं किस तरह किथे पर तेनू जरूर मिलांगी जा खोरे एक चश्मा बनी होवांगी ते जिवें झरनियां दा पानी उड़दा मैं पानी दियां बूंदां तेरे पिंडे ते मलांगी ते एक ठंडक जही बन के तेरी छाती दे नाल लगांगी मैं होर कुछ नहीं जानती पर इन्ना जानती हां कि वक्त जो भी करेगा एक जन्म मेरे नाल तुरेगा ए जिस्म मुकदा है तां सब कुछ मुक जांदा है पर चेतना दे धागे कायनती कण होंदे नहीं मैं उन्हां कणां नूं चुकांगी मैं तैनू फेर मिलांगी
That was beautiful, Divya. And until you play Amrita, I want you to play the Little Auctioneer with this silk stole from 1469, which has pictures of famous Punjabi women, Amrita Shergill, Noor Jahan, Reshma, and of course Amrita Pritam. So we are holding a little auction. The starting price is 2,500 and the proceeds will go to the Khushwant Singh Literary Foundation for the girl child. So anyone who will bid?
Right here.
It's one of a kind.
This is just one of a kind. There's no other one of this kind. So it starts from 5,000. Yes? 7,000. Okay, the bid's gone to 7,000. G? 8. Tara.
Don't
G.
compete with Tara, but for the cause 10.
For the cause 10. Anybody else? Yes, sir. 12. Tara, 15. You plan to take it home. जी होर कोई पंजाब दियां सारियां बहुत महान हस्तियां all women are on this dupatta and I'm lucky to wear it right now. So होर जी कि मैं तारा नू दे दिया है 15,000. हाँ जी 20. Here goes the bid to 20. Ji, Tara, something's coming from you now? 22. She's not giving up.
23.
23. Okay. 24.
Give it to Tara.
Give it to Tara. So I'm giving this to Tara. Sorry? 25. Okay, there comes another new bidding here for 25. ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਗਰਮਾ ਗਰਮ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਦੁਪੱਟਾ ਲੈਣ ਲਈ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ Tara 30, she's not giving up, I'm telling you. Tara 30, okay, who else? Tara, you deserve it. You've been at it. Please come here on stage. No, take it. Please take it. So the proceeds go to the Khushwant Singh Lit Foundation, right? For the girl child.
For the girl child.
For the girl child. So this 30,000 goes there, and thank you, Tara. And I'm sure you're lucky to have this dupatta.
This is something wonderful. I'll just say till Tara comes that the girl child was very dear to Amrita. And also the woman, this author of 100 books in every possible genre. She would always say that a girl needs a roof over her head and salary. Tara, thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you, Divya, for this lovely auction. I think we are running out of time, but one or two questions from any of the panelists. I think everyone is so overcome by the poetry that there's nothing left to ask. Fir milange. We can talk yet. Yeah. Wonderful. There's so much to share. I was leaving out Trikhaji, now I come back to it. 2 minutes.
It was not a grumbling situation. मैं एक बात का और जिक्र करना चाहूँगा. कुछ वर्ष पहले हमारे ही परिवेश की एक यूनिवर्सिटी ने पर्टिकुलरली इमरोज़ को ये ऑफर दी कि आप हमारे यहाँ आइए, हम एक अमृता जी के नाम पर एक सेपरेट एक कक्ष बनाएंगे जिसमें म्यूजियम होगा, और वो बहुत एक बड़ी चीज़ थी. लेकिन हैरानी की बात ये थी कि कुछ ही महीनों के बाद वो प्रपोजल इन राइटिंग जो आई थी वो इन राइटिंग ही वापस ले ली गई. अब ये हमारे परिवेश की सोच पर एक टिप्पणी है, मैं इसमें कुछ भी ऐड नहीं कर रहा, लेकिन हमें अपने ही परिवेश को झकझोरना ज़रूर होगा कि हम लोग जिंदगी की कुछ एक बहुमूल्य हकीकतों से कितनी दूर हो जाते हैं.
Controversy was not something new to Amrita. When she wrote Waris Shah, the Sikhs got up and said, why did she call out to Waris Shah? She should have called out to Guru Nanak. The leftists got up and said, why Waris? She should have called out to Lenin. If she wrote a poem which somehow remotely, there's a beautiful poem by her, Ma Tripta de Nau Supne. The 9 dreams of Tripta Ma, the mother of Guru Nanak. And some jealous writer who had not got the Sahitya Academy Award reported it to SGPC, and there was a hukamnama. She was called, why have you written this poem? And similarly, after her death, when this Guru Nanak Dev University, I'll complete it, Guru Nanak Dev University offered to him Rose, because Amrita had a tremendous memorabilia that we will make a museum for her here. And he started working on it. He had even taken the stuff there. Till one Nirankari got up and said, if you build a museum to Amrita, I will sit in hunger strike. You cannot build a museum to her because she smoked. So this was the attitude, which such an illiberal attitude. But never mind, she braved it all. She lived, she loved, she wrote, and left behind a rich legacy. Thank you.
Thank you for the most interesting and gripping discussion. I now call Rahul Singh, Festival Director, to close the 2018 Khushwant Singh Lit Fest.
Congratulations.
I had little tears in my eyes. Thank you.
It's my very pleasant duty
to close this festival. Of course, above all, I think we should thank the wonderful audience that we've had for these 3 days. Well, my job is fairly easy because it's all going to be written there and I will just be reading it out. But let me, if you can start, and I could then start. First of all, Brigadier Vikram Sharma and Ruchi, Somya and Ananya, the brigade commander of Kasoli, who made this really possible. Then the members of the managing committee of the Kasoli Club were all there. I can quickly read them out. Arjun Bedi, Abhilash Kapoor, Ashwini Luthra, Balinder Singh Grewal, Brigadier Jasbir Baba, Jasbir Likhari, Jaspal Anand, Colonel Sudhanshu Randev, T.S. Anand. Now, this is General Anant Narayan. He was brigadier when the Lit Fest began. He was the man who began the Lit Fest for us. And special thanks to Anand and Aparna, who I think are somewhere here. Then the earlier brigadiers, please go back. Earlier brigadiers I'd like to have. No, in between. Brigadier Gogi Reddy and Lakshmi, Brigadier Pavan Lamba and Harleen, Brigadier and Mrs. Deepak Sharma, the earlier brigadiers who helped us with the Lit Fest. This we've seen. Colonel and Mrs. Hitesh Chopra, the secretary of the club. He's been the secretary, I think, for 4 years, or 4 Lit Fests. Very efficiently done. We've got that. Our generous members of Kasoli Club, we've already mentioned, I think, who comprise a large part of this audience. Each and every person of the wonderful club staff, housekeeping, food and beverage, reception and gate staff, I think the number I read somewhere, a total of 200. One of the best clubs in the country. And then our generous sponsors, Himachal Government and Purnima Chauhan, who was here yesterday. I don't know that she's here today. Charanjit Singh of CJ International, that is the Meridian Hotel, NRB Bearings, and Harshbeen Zaveri. They are very old friends of my father's, Trilochan and Bir Sani, Sir Soba Singh Charitable Trust, Mahi Mehra, Quantum Papers, Yusuf and Farida Hamid Foundation. They run Cipla, the famous company, pharmaceutical company, Supertech, DP Singh, Prem Shankar Jha, who had to leave us just this morning, Kartar Lalwani, Mayor Organics, Kim Lali, Rita and Arun Dugal, Juzar and Juzar Khorakiwala of Biostad India, Tirochan B. Sani I've already mentioned, the Sahitya Academy, Kanak Agri Farms, and Prabha Khaitan Foundation and Kalam. Thank you all. And our accommodation partners, Birds View and Romy Gill, Cloud9 and Neeraj Ghai, Gyatri and Rajiv Luthra, ITC of Rocky and Sonu Chimney, where you went last night. Some of you went last night. Jags and Neelam Luthra, Kasoli Castle and Rajinder Singh, Rajesh Dogar, Ludlow Castle, Brigadier Dhaliwal, Manju Deshbir, Meera Bajaj, Mystic Pines, and Rishma Gill, Seven Pines, and Neela Mehta, White Mushroom, and Monisha Bhaskar. Our hosts, Meera Bajaj, Rajinder Singh, Sheila and Banti Pasricha. I think we are all here. And thank you for the cheers. Somalia India, Kingfisher Beer, Colonel and Mrs. Rathore, the Glenlivet. And Reva Singh, sorry, Somalia India of Reva Singh, yeah. And you've just, that shawl that was auctioned just now, that comes from 1469, our gift partner, Kiran and Harinder Singh. They've been reviving Pulkari. Beautiful shop they've got here. Our radio partner, Big FM, Gitish Chopra, Salakshmi Bali, Gaurav and Mahajan. Ecology partner, Grow More Trees, Sudha and Pradeep Shah. They give out these certificates to the speakers. A tree is planted in the name of each speaker. The media which has supported us with extensive coverage of the Lit Fest. The warm people of Kasoli, I needn't mention that, but it's all there. Our speakers, of course, all of whom are there. Gitanjali, I think she came briefly, but she's our compare. Gitanjali, you did such a marvelous job. A compare without compare. Of course, I mentioned that right in the beginning, our audience. I don't think we've had such a big audience ever in our Lit Fest. We had to bring 100 extra chairs, and even those were filled up when Navjot Singh Sidhu had his session, and there was standing room only. The entertainers, Sonal Kalra, some of you might have heard, Salima Raza, Hassan Ali, SK Classical and Fusion, Swastik the band. Marvelous music we had. And of course, all our volunteers, led by Ashima Bhatt. Ashima has been a constant with us. She takes time off from her work as a teacher in Sanar. Sanya Chopra and a team from Sholin University. There were actually 17 of them. They can't all be here, but there were 17 volunteers that we got. Live streaming of KSLF on YouTube, social media and website. Ashwini Kumar, who's been all over the place. Prabhakaran, Pavan Sahota. Children of Himachal and Punjab Joy of Learning Competition. Purnima Chauhan, who sponsored that, and Department of Language, Art and Culture, Himachal Pradesh. Leela Kuti, Rachna Sharma, the Education World, Dilip and Bharti Thakur, and our 10,000 school kids from Himachal and Punjab. They took part, 10,000 kids took part in the competition. Ajay Bhatia, please, he came earlier, please bring him back again on the screen. He'll come back, okay. Kishi and Nina Singh and Ajay Bhardwaj. Ajay, who's given us so much publicity in the paper, he now edits the Daily Post. Kishi, our motoring expert. And our photographer, Ajay Bhatia, who's been doing it every year and who's been around. Where's Ajay? Okay, there's Ajay. Yeah. Our content advisors, General Syed Atta Husnain, Nirupama Dutt, Squadron Leader Rana Chinna, Ajay Shukla, Harinder, Shami Baveja, Mala Dayal, that's my sister, Dolly Thakur, Madhu Bedi. Dolly is somewhere here, Dadesh is on the front row. Are we going back again to that?
No, they're all there.
Okay, our event team, Times of India, Amit Sood, who heads the Times of India team.
Amit, come up in front. Come on, all of you. Dheeraj, come on. Come on, Dheeraj. Come on.
He's a rather good-looking fellow, as you can see. Amit, Hari Bali, Dheeraj Tyagi, Dheeraj there, Pooja Madan, Jaisima, Rajat Sood, and Nikhil. Where is Rajat?
Come on, Rajat.
Yeah. He looked after all our transport. and did a marvelous job. So this is the event team, Times of India event team. Okay. Is that the lot?
There's a new slide.
Okay. Travel management. We've done Amar Bindra, Infotrans, TransAsia Travel, Ghazal Quatra, event design, Rahul Goba of the Saint. He's done a marvelous job of designing all the brochures, everything. And our book partner, I hope they've been happy with the number of books that have been sold. Full Circle, Poonam and Priyanka Malhotra, Ashish Mathur, Pooja Sood. I know that Wendell Roderick's books were entirely sold out, and so was Gurcharan Das.
Geeta Gopal also sold out.
Geeta Gopal's books were also sold out. Yeah. And our publishers, I won't mention. Shall I mention the names? No, we don't need.
Yeah, just Vasundhara especially because she helped us with the theme of the festival.
Okay, Vasundhara helped us with the theme of the festival. Okay, but there are lots of publishers there. Okay, we've had that. And the Khushwant Singh Foundation trustees, Anand and Deepa Sethi, Purushottam Dheer, Ashok Chopra, Suneet Veer Singh, who is here with us, Mrs. Charanjit Singh, myself, and Varun Kathoria. And these are our friends who have been helping us all the time. Tilak and Supriya Mukherjee, Mani Shankaraya, one of my oldest friends who's been coming here almost every year, I think. Jayanti Gupte, Preeta Maitra, Rita Wahi. Thank you again. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you all again roughly at this time of the year. We don't know the exact dates yet, but it'll be the weekend after Sanar Founders Day.
Come up now. Come up now.
Okay, Gitanjali. Ashima has to be thanked once again with the volunteers. Good. With me, of course. Yeah, of course, with me.
I will. Thank you.
And to Ashwini.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a good idea.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. So an announcement for all the speakers. There is transportation at the gate. There are cars waiting there for you to take you to lunch. So please use that facility.
Just 1 second, people. Volunteers. Volunteers. ये रिकॉर्डिंग यहाँ से मिलेगी हमें